We have our setting. Now we're going to our subject. Put your hands together like you're reading a textbook. Open it up and say subject. Ready, everyone? Subject. Who or what is the information about? Who or what is the information about? Well, it's about farmers. I could write farmers up here, or I could just draw a farmer. If you've noticed, on the facing page, I'm actually writing out the lecture notes that I have completed. So I want you to see that how I do it on this page may be a little bit differently done. Lecture notes is not an exact science. You're just using keywords or pictures, whatever you feel more comfortable with. I do have to let you know, the more simple pictures you can give kids, the easier it is for them to follow. So I'm going to go ahead and say, you know what, boys and girls, I'm just going to draw a picture of a farmer there. All right, so we're talking about farmers. All right, let's go back and let's read our notes again. Ready? Go. All year long, down on the farm, farmers. Uh-oh. Woo, woo, woo. Redundant police, redundant police. I'm saying farm, farmers. It sounds too close. You know what? Let's leave out down on the farm. Let's just say all year long, farmers. Ready? Go. All year long, farmers. There we go. That sounds better. The redundant police comes when we use the same words or words that are close to being the same over and over again. It doesn't make good writing. All year long, farmers. Notice I'm making physical gestures when I'm saying this. So I'm bringing in all the learning modalities. We have visuals, oral language, we have physical modalities. It's very powerful so that you touch all those learners. All right, so now we have our setting, our subject, and now we need the big idea. So everyone go like this, go, what's the big idea? Ready? What's the big idea? This is what I'm going to let you know about farmers. Farmers have a special job, and they may have 2 jobs or just one of these 2 jobs, but these are the jobs of a farmer. We know farmers. What about farmers? Farmers, they do something. They raise crops or livestock. Crops. Now watch. I know my kids probably are not going to know what crops are. So now what I can do is I can say, you know what? I'm not sure what crops means. So I'm going to put a circle with a drop box. Crops. Oh, that's like when they grow plants like vegetables, fruit, when they're growing plants out in a big field, not just a few of them, but many plants out in a big field. Turn to your buddy and tell them, what do you think crops are? Then I have the kids turn to each other and they talk and I listen to see if they can say what I just said. And if they can't, then you know what I do? I pretend that they said it. I go, oh, I heard someone say, someone who grows many of the same type of plant or grows many vegetables or many different types of fruit or many of the same fruit. A crop. That's what a crop is. Turn to your buddy one more time and say it. So I don't say, oh, boys and girls, you didn't get what crop means. Let me tell you again. I just act like they did understand it so that they have the confidence to think that they could. They turn around, they say it to each other, and then usually in the drop box, what I'm going to put here is either a simple icon or keywords. So crops, maybe what I'll do is I'll draw like a apple tree, and then over here, maybe I'll draw some potatoes. And maybe I'll draw, and there's a potato out of the ground and a carrot. So I know that they could be fruits, vegetables that they grow in a big field. Livestock. They raise livestock too. Oh, livestock. Those are different types of animals. Oh, okay, so livestock is animals. You know what? I'm going to put just a little animal here, a pretend animal. So now we know crops could be plants, fruits, vegetables, livestock, animals. And now they turn to their buddy what livestock is. Let's go back and let's read our entire sentence, our big idea. Ready, everyone? All year long, farmers raise crops and livestock. You say that. Say it with me. All year long, farmers raise crops and livestock. Now, I'm doing motions. There's no set motion for any of these words or ideas. You just sort of make it up as you go or ask the kids to come up with ideas. Now we have our big idea. Let's practice it one more time. Notice I keep having the children rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. It takes many rehearsals and that practice in order to start to hold on and to be able to master this language. We're not memorizing it. I can say it differently each time. So here we go. All year long, farmers raise crops and livestock. Before we leave our big idea, let's go and put our hand in the air like we're holding a pencil, so the kids just pretend, and say punctuation time. Everyone say it with me. Ready? Go. Punctuation time! That's right. We now have our big idea sentence. Let's go back and put the punctuation there. So we started off with all year long. I'm going to write the word all because I know that I always need to begin with what at the beginning of my sentence, everybody? Capital. So I'll put that there just to remember. All year long, farmers, that's my setting. After my setting, what do I put? A comma. Farmers raise crops and livestock. I'm done with my sentence. What do I put? Period. Let's go and finish up with the rest of our lecture notes. We have our big idea. So we go like this. Big idea, check. Ready, everyone? Big idea, check. Now what do we need? We need information, information, information to tell about the big idea. What do we need? Information, information, information to tell about that big idea. Okay, over here in our lecture notes, this is where we're going to put information. Now I have to figure out what information needs to be here in my lecture notes to tell about the big idea. What am I telling all of you about? Am I telling you about how a farmer dresses, or am I going to tell you what a farmer raises, what its job is? Oh, what its job is. Okay, so we're looking up here. Our information has to always be about the big idea. Let's see, what does he raise? Crops and livestock. Do I need to put crops and livestock in a specific order, or it doesn't matter? So now I know I need to organize my body of information from whole, the big idea is he raises crops and livestock, to parts. Now I'm going to have separate parts. How many parts? Well, you put a finger down for each part. That's my hand signal I'm teaching the kids. Okay, everybody, what's the big idea? Farmers raise livestock and crops. Now let's get to the information. What information do I need to tell you about? Livestock and crops. Those are the parts of the big idea. How many parts are there? 2. So we go to our big idea box and we draw a line. And then up here we put a line, and this one is going to be about how you raise crops. And this one is going to be about how you raise livestock. One way to organize information is with categories. This means that you are taking the big idea and breaking it up into parts. Another way is sequencing, and then the final way we'll learn today is a description. This is our categories organizer. If the farmer had 3 different types of jobs, then we would have had 3 fingers that went down, and we would have had 3 boxes. We covered the big idea. All year long, farmers raise crops and livestock. Now that we have the big idea, now we're going to go into the information about the big idea, and we found that we needed to organize the information into categories to tell about the crops and then the livestock. Now we're going to go into information about the crops.